All right, Shalom. I want to start this lesson off by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. That's Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Barkakadash, as well as a double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth from, and a Shalom to the rest of the elders and Akim around the globe, bringing this word out within sincerity, truth, and diligence. And this is a part 2 on servants upon horses, because I took this. This is of a mural in Wickenburg, Arizona, and I added a thumbnail to this. I added a little saturation to it, and through the spirit, it made this Shedamite who's sitting upon her horse even more red. You look at her neck; she's damn near as red as her shirt. Versus this Gadite woman sitting in a low place, she's bronze. She's the same color as her environment. Versus Esau, she saw over here looks like a balloon, okay, a damn red balloon. So that's the spirit, because you so-called white people aren't actually white. You're red, and the holy scriptures identify you as being red. So let's get it. Genesis 25 verse 23. This is speaking on the two nations, Jacob and Esau. Jacob being the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Esau being you so-called white people. And Genesis 25 verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, which is symbolic, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. And it's symbolic in a couple ways, because first it says in verse 23 that one people shall be stronger than the other, and Jacob's clearly stronger than Esau. You just got to turn on college football, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball. Jacob dominates any form of athletics, track and field, you name it. And then another one was verse 25, and the first came out red. So Esau came out first, and it describes Esau, but it doesn't describe Jacob, because everyone, including the heathens, were all melanated back then. That's why Esau, he was different. He was the first to look like this, because he has no melanin. So the blood goes right through his skin. He's basically translucent. You can see that. Okay, the blood cells. Another one is that's another reason why their eyes are green. Salakia, eyes are blue too. That's a lack of melanin in your iris. Okay, and then the last one, 26, and after that came out his brother, and his hand took on Esau's heel. So that's right now. Jacob, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're the heel of this society. We're on the back end. Versus Esau, it ain't hard to tell that he's at the top, and that's why you got servants upon horses and rich sitting in low place. Okay, so let's get a couple more. And how Esau got that was by being a man of the field, being wicked, and slaying his brother Jacob, taking his land, and he took everything by bloodshed, because the sword and the fatness of the earth was his blessing. Let's go to 49, where it speaks on Gad, the so-called Native American Indians. And we'll also highlight Judah as well, because we all have a common enemy, which is Esau, Edom. Verse 16, Genesis 49, verse 19. Gad, a troop, shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. And that's who overcame Gad. You so-called white people who were actually red. You came through with your diseases, your smallpox. You slaughtered the buffaloes. You had the Gatling gun. You took down Gad, but that's temporary. Gad will have the last laugh. And let's go to Judah, the so-called Negroes as well. Genesis 49 verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. In Judah, so-called Negroes came over here by way of slave ships, had to suffer chattel slavery under you devils. And that's why the scriptures speak on thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. So the children of Israel are going to get the last laugh, starting with you so-called white people who are actually red. So let's get a couple more. Let's get this one, to further nail home the point that you so-called white people are red due to the Holy Scriptures. Isaiah 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. And Idumea is Greek for Edom. So, and what's the curse? You not having any melanin. You got to put a gallon of sunscreen on just to go outside and not get torched. And also, the Heavenly Father said he not only cursed you, but judgment, a sword from heaven's going to come down upon you. Let's get another one, because a lot of these Christians say that the Most High loves everyone. Not true. Romans 9 verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And he hates Esau for all the damn wickedness he pushes out. He's polluting the world. He's destroying everything. He is the son of perdition. He is as death. Okay? 21. Exodus 21 verse 16. And this is speaking on, because pursuant to Baruch 3:8, we are yet this day in our captivity. We are still under you devils. Gad, so-called Native Americans, Hispanics, Negroes, we're still under the foot. I don't know why I won't zoom in. Under the foot of you devils. Exodus 21 verse 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So when Yahushua come back and with the holy angels and his fleet of chariots and sees his people still under your captivity, that's when the judgment really gonna come down on you. And let's get a couple more on the incoming very bad judgment on Esau, you red people, so-called white people. Baruch 4 verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. Okay, and there it goes again. That's also it spoke on that in Genesis the 49th chapter. Basically, Israel will get the last laugh. And we'll close out, actually, we'll get this in the NLT. This is Lamentations, the fourth chapter, verse 21 and 22 in the NLT. Are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, O people of Edom? But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's anger. You too will be stripped naked in your drunkenness. O beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile. But Edom, Esau, you so-called white people, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed. And each day that passes is each day closer to mass judgment on Esau and the rest of our enemies. So I hope this was edifying. Shalom.